Hello and welcome to another part of this chapter probability. We have already discussed about two-dimensional distribution both for discrete and continuous distribution. Now in this part we shall discuss about conditional distribution in two-dimensional distribution. For that we just recap some notations here. We have defined that for discrete distribution the PMF, the joint PMF is denoted by Fij and the marginal PMFs are denoted by Fi dot. This is the marginal PMF with respect to the random variable x, and this is the marginal PMF with respect to the random variable y. And corresponding distribution functions are denoted by Fxx. This is the marginal distribution function of x, and this is the marginal distribution function of y. Now in continuous distribution, the joint PDF is denoted by fxy and the marginal PDFs are denoted by fxx and fyy respectively of the random variable x and y. And the corresponding distribution functions are denoted by these two. So these are some notations we have already discussed about. Now in this case, we shall consider the conditional distribution both for discrete and continuous distributions. First we assume that the distribution is discrete. Then we know that the conditional probability of this event x equal to xi with the assumption that the event y equal to yj has already happened. This is equal to probability of this event. It is divided by probability of this event. This is the definition of conditional probability. Now in two-dimensional discrete distribution, we shall denote this probability by Fi slash j. That means the mass, the conditional mass of x with respect to the condition y equal to yj. Now this is equal to, now by the definition this is nothing but the joint mass. So it is Fij and it is divided by P of y equal to yj. Now this is denoted by F dot j. So this is the required formula for conditional mass or conditional distribution in two-dimensional discrete distribution. So the event or the probability of the event x equal to xi on the assumption that the event y equal to yj has already happened, this is denoted by Fi slash j, and by the definition this is Fij, the joint mass, divided by F dot j, the marginal mass of y. Now similarly, if we want to calculate the conditional mass of the event y equal to yj on the assumption that event x equal to xi has already happened, this is equal to probability of this by probability of this event. We know that probability of these two events are same, so this is also denoted by Fij, or we can use it Fji, but both have the same meanings. So the conditional mass of Fj with the condition of the event xi or I is equal to Fij by Fi dot, where Fij is the joint PMF and Fi dot it is the marginal PMF of the random variable x. So we have these two formula for the conditional mass. Now from these two mass functions we can easily compute the distribution function, which will be called the conditional distribution function. Now to solve some problems, sometimes we need to evaluate the probability of this conditional event. That means probability of this event where x varies from a to b on the assumption that the event where y varies from c to d has already happened. Now by the formula, this conditional event is equal to probability of this event by probability of this event. Now this in terms of masses can be written as summation of Fij, where I varies from a to b and the index j varies from c to d, and it is divided by, now this denotes the marginal mass with respect to y, so it is F dot j, where j varies from c to d. So using this formula we can solve some problems. Now for continuous distribution, if we need to find the probability of this conditional event Also we know that for continuous distribution, probability at a point is 0. Now just for comparison, if we want to find the probability of this conditional event x equal to x on the assumption that the event y equal to y has already happened, then by the property, this is fxy by fyy, this is the marginal density function of y, and this is the joint PDF. So we denote this event by fx x slash y. That means the conditional density function of x on the condition of y. So this is the conditional density function of x with respect to the condition y, and by the definition this is fxy divided by fyy. Similarly, if we want to find the conditional density function of y on the condition of the event x, that is equal to fxy, the joint PDF, divided by fxx, the marginal PDF of x. So these two are called conditional PDF of x and y. Next, suppose we need to find probability of this event where x varies from minus infinity to x on the assumption that the event y equal to y has already happened. As I have told that in case of continuous distribution, less than and less equal to have the same meanings. So by the property, this is equal to probability of this event, the joint event, divided by probability of this. Now if this in terms of density function can be written as integration of fxy, the joint PDF, from minus infinity to x with respect to x, it is divided by, now p of y equal to y, this is the marginal PDF of y. Now we have already obtained that fxy by fyy, this is denoted by fx x slash y, this is the conditional density function of x. Now since the integration is with respect to x only, so we can take this one inside the integration. So this will be integration of fx x slash y, because this is nothing but fxy by fyy. Now this function, this is called the conditional distribution function of x. So it is denoted by fx x slash y, the conditional distribution function of x on the condition of y. So this is one very important formula. Now similarly, one can obtain that the conditional distribution function of y on the condition x, this is equal to integration of minus infinity to y f y y slash x dy. That means the integration of the conditional density function of y with the condition x equal to x. So these are some important formulas that will be helpful to solve some problems. Now we shall explain all of this by using some examples. So next we consider some examples. This is a first example. A two-dimensional random variable xy has the spectrum xi, yj, that is equal to I, j, where I varies from 1 to 3 and j varies from 1 to 3. So actually our spectrums are 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, etc. So there are actually 9 spectrums, and the probability masses are Fij, which are given by Fij equal to probability at x equal to I, y equal to j. This is k into I into j, where k is a constant. Then we have to find the value of k and all these probabilities. So let us start the problem. So this is our mass function Fij equal to k into I into j, where ij both varies from 1 to 3. So first we find the value of k. We know that sum of all the mass is equal to 1. This is the first property of PMF. So if we add all the masses, then the sum will be 1. Now here we shall use the double sum, where I varies from 1 to 3 and j varies from 1 to 3. So this sum will be equal to 1. Now if we put the value of Fij, then it is k into I into j, where I varies from 1 to 3 and j varies from 1 to 3. This will be equal to 1. Now we can take k outside the summation because k is a constant. So if we take k outside the summation, then I equal to 1 to 3. Now if we apply the sum on j, where j equal to 1 to 3, then the first term will be I into 1 plus the second term will be I into 2 and the third term will be I into 3. So this is equal to 1. From here we find that k into summation over I from 1 to 3. If we add all this, we have 3i plus 2i plus I. So it is 6i. So 6i equal to 1. Now if we apply the sum on I, then it is 6 into 1 plus 6 into 2 plus 6 into 3. So if we add all this, we find that it's 18 plus 12, 30 plus 6, 36. So k into 36 is equal to 1. So from here we find that the value of k is 1 by 36. So this is the first part of the solution. So we have found that the masses are Fij equal to Ij by 36, where I and j both varies from 1 to 3. Now the second question is, we have to find this probability, and we know that this probability, this is equal to summation of the masses, so summation of Fij, where y less equal to 2. That means j will be less equal to 2. So here we write j is less equal to 2 and I varies from 1 to 3. Since x varies from 1 to 3, that means I varies from 1 to 3. Now this is equal to summation of I equal to 1 to 3. Now since j less equal to 2, so j varies from 1 to 2. So this is Fij. And we know that Fij equal to Ij by 36. So this is equal to summation of I equal to 1 to 3, summation j equal to 1 to 2, and Fij equal to Ij by 36. We can take 1 by 36 outside the summation. Now this is equal to 1 by 36 into summation of I equal to 1 to 3. Now if we apply this summation j equal to 1 to 2, then it will be I into 1 plus I into 2. So this is equal to 1 by 36 into I equal to 1 to 3. Now this is 2i plus I, so it is 3i. Now we can take 3 outside the summation, so this becomes 1 by 12 summation over I from 1 to 3 into I. Now if we add all these 3 terms, then I equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3, so it is 6. So therefore it is 6 by 12, which is equal to half. So this is the required value of this probability. The next question is to find probability of this event, x greater or equal to 2. So y is not mentioned here, so we shall consider all the possible values of y. So this can be written as probability of x greater or equal to 2 and y varies from 1 to 3. In terms of masses, this can be written as double sum over the mass Fij, where I is greater or equal to 2 and j varies from 1 to 3. So this is equal to, now I greater or equal to 2, that means I equal to 2 to 3 and j equal to 1 to 3, and we know that Fij equal to Ij by 36. Now we can take 1 by 36 outside the summation, then I equal to 2 to 3. Now if we expand with respect to j, then it will be I into 1 plus I into 2 plus I into 3, which is equal to 1 by 36 summation over I equal to 2 to 3. It is I plus 2i plus 3i, so it is 6i. Now if we expand with respect to I, then this will be 1 by 36 into 6 into 2 plus 6 into 3, which is 12 plus 18, that is 30 by 36, that is 5 by 6. So the value of this probability is equal to 5 by 6. Our next problem is probability of y less equal to 2. Now since x is not mentioned here, so we shall consider all the possible values of x. So x varies from 1 to 3 and y varies is less equal to 2. And we have already obtained this probability, this is equal to half. Next we find the marginal mass function. First we consider the random variable x. For the random variable x, if we find the spectrums, here we find that there are 3 spectrums, 1, 2 and 3. So we shall consider the masses at the spectrum points 1, 2, 3. First we find the mass at the spectrum point 1, which will be denoted by Fi dot, actually F1 dot at the point I equal to 1. So by the formula, this is probability of x equal to 1, where we shall consider all the possible values of y. So this is nothing but probability of x equal to 1 and y varies from 1 to 3. So this is nothing but summation of f1j, where j varies from 1 to 3. Now this is equal to summation j equal to 1 to 3. Now f1j, this is 1 into j by 36. Now if we apply this summation 1 into j, actually j, where j varies from 1 to 3, then it will be 1 by 36 plus 2 by 36 plus 3 by 36, which is 1 by 6. So this is the mass at the point 1. Now similarly, if we compute the masses at two other points x equal to 2 and 3, then we shall find that the mass at the point x equal to 2, this is equal to probability x equal to 2, that means probability x equal to 2, and we shall consider all the possible values of y, that means y varies from 1 to 3. So this is equal to summation over j from 1 to 3 and f2j, because x equal to 2 here. So if we replace the value of f2j, then it is 2 into j by 36, which is nothing but 2 by 6. Similarly, we can compute that the value of f3 dot, the marginal mass at the point x equal to 3, it is nothing but 3 by 6. So we have obtained the mass function, the marginal mass function of the distribution of x. So here we write the spectrums and the masses for the random variable x, which are the marginal masses. So spectrums are 1, 2, 3, and the masses are 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6. Now similarly, if we compute the marginal mass function of y, then since x and y are symmetric here, so you can find that the mass function will be, the spectrums are 1, 2, 3, and the masses are same, 1 by 6, 2 by 6 and 3 by 6. So these are the marginal PMF of x and y. Next we shall find this conditional mass, where x varies from 1 to 3, excluding the points 1 and 3, with the condition y equal to 2. Now by the formula we know that this is equal to probability of this event divided by probability of y equal to 2. Now we know that x, the possible values of x are 1, 2 and 3. Now if x varies from 1 to 3, excluding the points 1 and 3, that means we are considering only one point of x, that is x equal to 2. So it is x equal to 2 comma y equal to 2 divided by p y equal to 2. Now we have already obtained the value of this probability, the probability at y equal to 2. That means this is the marginal mass at the point y equal to 2 of the random variable y. Now we have already obtained the marginal mass function of y. Now at the point y equal to 2, the mass is 2 by 6. So the value of the denominator is 2 by 6. So here we write it is 2 by 6. Now value of this probability at x equal to 2, y equal to 2. Now this is nothing but f22. Now we know that Fij equal to ij by 36. So this is equal to 2 into 2 by 36 divided by 2 by 6. So this is equal to 1 by 9 multiplied by 3, which is 1 by 3. So the value of this conditional probability is 1 by 3. Now the final question is probability of this event, where probability of x varies from 1 to 3, excluding 1 and 3, with the assumption that y less equal to 2. Now by the formula, this probability equal to this one. Now x varies from 1 to 3, excluding 1 and 3, that means the only value of x is 2. So probability of this event x equal to 2, y less equal to 2, divided by probability of this event y less equal to 2. Now we have already obtained that probability of y less equal to 2. This is nothing but 1 by 2. We have already obtained that. Next this one. So probability of x equal to 2, y less equal to 2. That means f of 2j where x equal to 2, that means I equal to 2, and y less equal to 2, that means j less equal to 2. So we shall consider all the possible values of j such that it is less equal to 2. That means the sum of j will be from I equal to j equal to 1 to 2. So this is f21 plus f22. We know that fij equal to ij by 36. So f21 equal to 2 into 1 by 36 plus f22 equal to 2 into 2 by 36. If we simplify this, this is equal to 1 by 3. So that completes the solution. We consider one more example. It is given that the density function of a two-dimensional random variable x comma y is given by this. So this is the joint density function or joint PDF. We have to find the value of k, the marginal PDF, the marginal distribution functions, and these are the conditional PDF and also this probability. So first we write the PDF here. This is the given PDF, and here we find that the range of x and y both are from 0 to 1. So this mass is distributed within this square of length 1. So the masses are within this square, and outside this square there are no mass. So this is the given PDF, and we know that for a given PDF the total mass equal to 1. That means integration of fxy from minus infinitive to plus infinitive, actually double integration, this will be equal to 1. But we know that the masses are distributed between 0 and 1 both for x and y. So we may change the limits from 0 to 1. So 0 to 1. Now kxy dx dy, this is equal to 1. Now we can take k outside the integration because k is a constant. Now this is 0 to 1 x dx, 0 to 1 y dy. Now if we integrate this, we shall find that this will be equal to half and this is equal to half. So it is k into 1 by 4 equal to 1. That means k equal to 4. So this is the required value of the constant k. So the first part has been completed. So we have replaced the value of k, so which is 4. So this is the given PDF. Now we shall find the marginal PDF of x and y. We know that the marginal PDF of x, which is denoted by fxx, and by the formula it is integration of the joint PDF fxy with respect to y from minus to plus infinitive. But here we find that the masses are between 0 and 1, so we can change the limit of y from 0 to 1, and fxy equal to 4xy dy. If we integrate this with respect to y, treating x as a constant, then we shall find that this is nothing but 2x, where x varies from 0 and 1. So the marginal PDF of x, which is denoted by fxx, it is 2x if x lies between 0 and 1 and 0 otherwise. Similarly, if we want to find the marginal PDF of y, which will be denoted by fyy, and by the formula it is integration of fxy with respect to x from minus infinitive to plus infinitive. But here we find that the masses lie between 0 and 1, so we shall replace the limits 0 to 1 4xy dx. Again, if we integrate this with respect to x, then treating y as constant, then we shall find that after the integration the value of this will be 2y. So the marginal PDF of y, this is equal to 2y if y lies between 0 and 1, otherwise it is 0. So we have obtained the marginal PDF of x and y. Next, the third part is the marginal distribution function. So you have to find both the marginal distribution functions of x and y. First, the marginal distribution function with respect to x, which is denoted by fxx, and by the definition it is integration from minus infinity to x of the marginal PDF. Actually this marginal PDF is a one-dimensional PDF. So just from this PDF, we have to find the distribution function. Now here we find that for different values of x, we can get different values of this distribution function. First of all, if x is less than 0, then we find that there is no mass less at the point less than 0. So in this case, the value of the distribution function is 0. Next, we assume that x lies between 0 and 1. Then fxx, this is equal to integration of the marginal PDF. Now we find that the masses are between 0 and 1. So we first break the integral from minus infinity to x into two parts. First one is from minus infinity to 0 and the second part is from 0 to x. Now in the first part, from minus infinity to 0, there is no mass, so it is 0. And for the second part, from 0 to x, the value of this fx is equal to 2x. So here we put 2x in place of this. Now after the integration, we find that this is x square. So if x lies between 0 and 1, then the value of this marginal distribution function is x square. And finally, if x is greater than 1, then fxx, this is minus infinity to x, fx dx. In this case, we break the integral into three parts. First one is from minus infinity to 0, next one is from 0 to 1, and finally from 1 to x. Now the mass lie between 0 and 1, so excluding this part, all the remaining two parts will vanish. So if we replace the value of fx, then it is 2x, and after the integration we get 1. So this is the marginal distribution function with respect to x. So if we write this is the required distribution function, actually marginal distribution function of the random variable x. Similarly, if we find the marginal distribution function with respect to y, then we shall find that this is the required distribution function, actually marginal distribution function with respect to y. Next, we find the conditional PDF of x and y. Now by the definition, the conditional PDF of x on the assumption of the event y, this is equal to the joint PDF divided by the marginal PDF of y. So this is 4xy by 2y, which is equal to 2x, also if x lies between 0 and 1. Otherwise, the value of this conditional PDF is 0. So this is the required conditional PDF of x on the assumption of the event y, and conversely the conditional PDF of y on the assumption of the event x, this is equal to fxy by fxx. So it is 4xy by 2x, which is equal to 2y if y lies between 0 and 1. Otherwise it is 0. So these are the conditional PDF of x and y. And finally we need to find this probability. And by the formula, this is double integration of the joint PDF fxy in the region where x plus y is greater than 1. Now from the given question, we find that if we draw this straight line x plus y equal to 1, then by the region x plus y greater than 1, we mean this region, because if we put x equal to 0, y equal to 0, then x plus y greater than 1 is not satisfied. So by the region x plus y greater than 1, it denotes this region bounded by this straight line and these two horizontal and vertical lines. So we have to integrate this fxy within this range. Now here x and y both are variable, so we can integrate one after another. First, suppose we integrate with respect to y. Then here we find that the lower limit of y is a variable and it varies with respect to x. So the lower limit of y is 1 minus x, but the upper limit is constant, which is 1. So here we write this is equal to integration of fxy. You know that fxy equal to 4xy dx dy. Now the lower limit of y is 1 minus x and upper limit of y is 1. And then here we find that x varies from 0 to 1. So here we write x varies from 0 to 1. So we just need to integrate this one. If we integrate this with respect to y first and after replacing the limits, we get this integration. Next, we need to integrate this with respect to x from 0 to 1. Now you can easily integrate that, and after the integration you will find that the value is 5 by 6. So this is the required value of this probability. So that completes the solution. With this we complete this part. So see you in the next part. Until then, thanks for watching.